Hello students, my name is Kritika and I am your computer digital mentor. Today we are going to start our new chapter, that is chapter number 7, create games in Scratch. So how will you create games in Scratch? Let's know about it. So students, before we start our chapter, let's have a look at some lesson objective. So first we have adding a sprite, importing new sprite, creating a new sprite, saving sprite, then changing background color of the stage, then creating a basic Pong game. So students, now let's start our chapter, that is children. You already know about Scratch. Now we will learn about the making of sprite and snagging her costume. So students, now let's start our first topic, that is adding a sprite. So in this step, we will choose a new sprite from a file and add several costumes for the sprite. So our first step is click on the upload sprite from file button. It looks like a folder with a star on it. Then our step 2 is go to the folder that has a costume for your sprite such as people. Now step 3 is select a costume for your sprite and click OK. Now step 4, click on the costume tab for your sprite. Now step 5 is click on the import button to import another costume. So students, this is how you can create a sprite. Here you can see the interface of importing a sprite. Now students, our next topic is importing new sprites. How will you import new sprite? Let's learn about it. So follow the given steps to add a new sprite. So students, you have to follow some steps if you want to add a new sprite. So our step first is navigate to the right of the screen and click the paint new sprite. Now step 2, a costumes window open. You can draw and paint a new sprite here. So students, now here you can see the interface of importing or painting a new sprite. Now students, our next topic is creating a new sprite. How will you create a new sprite? Let's learn about it. So follow these steps to paint new sprite. Here are some steps. So our step 1 is click paint new sprite on the right side of the screen. Then step 2 is use the tools and colors on the left side of the paint editor window to draw your sprite. Now students, step 3 is click OK when you are done. So students, this is how you can create a new sprite. So here you can see the interfaces of creating a new sprite. Now students, let's start our new topic, that is steps to change the costume to the sprite. So how will you change the costume of your sprite? Let's learn about this. So follow these steps to change the costume of sprite. So we have some steps. Our step 1 is click on costumes to display the list of costume of the selected sprite. Now step 2 is click on paint to paint a new costume in paint editor, or click on import to select a costume from the available list. Now step 3 is open a folder to select a costume of your sprite. Now students, step 4 is costumes inside the selected folder are displayed. Select the required costume. So the selected costume will be added to the existing costume list. So students, this is how you can create or change the costume of your sprite. Here you can see the interface of changing and creating new costume of your sprite. So students, now let's know about an interesting fact, that is to change the costume. You use switch to costume, select the costume from the drop down list or the next costume commands. So now students, let's start our new topic, that is saving sprite. So after creating or changing the costume of your sprite, how will you save your sprite? Let's learn about it. So follow these steps to save the sprite. So our step 1 is right click your sprite on screen or at the bottom right corner of the program. Now step 2, choose export sprite. Now step 3, type in a name for your sprite. So you have to type a name for your sprite. Now next step is step 4, navigate to the folder you want to save your sprite and hit OK. So now students, this is how you can save your sprite. Now our next topic is changing background color of the stage. So in this topic we will learn about changing the background color of our stage. So students, now follow these steps to change the background color of the stage. So you have to follow some steps. So our step 1 is click on the stage in the sprite and stage area button. Now step 2, click on the background tab in the center area and click on the edit button. Now step 3, select a color using the eyedropper tool. Now step 4, select the file tool, that is paint bucket. Now step 6 is click on the OK button to save the changes to the stage background. So students, this is how you can change the color of your background. Now it's time to start our new topic, that is creating a basic Pong game. So how will you create a game in Scratch? Let's learn about it. So follow the given instruction to create a game. So you have to follow some instructions. These are step 1, open Scratch. Step 2, select the cat, that is click the scissor and then click on the cat. Now step 3, create a paddle sprite and label it as paddle. So in step 3 we have some parts. So our A part is click paint new sprite icon. Now part B, draw a rectangle with the rectangle tool. Now part C, click OK. Then part D is name the sprite as paddle. Now students, our step 4 is create a ball sprite. So in our step 4 we have some part. So our A part is click choose new sprite from file icon. Now part B, double click on the things folder. Now part C, select one of the ball icon. Now part D, click OK. Then part E, name the sprite ball. So students, now our next step is step 5, that is create the scripts for the ball sprite. Now students, in step 5 we also have some parts. So our A part is drag a when green flag clicked into the script field. Then part B, drag a blue point in direction and connect it the green flag script. Now part C, put a green point random 0 to 360 degree inside the point in direction script. Now our D part is drag a yellow forever and connect it to the above script. Now E part is put blue move 5 steps inside the forever. Now F part is put blue if on edge bounce inside the forever. Now part G is drag another when green flag clicked into the script pane. Now part H, drag a yellow forever if into the script pane. Now part I, put a light blue touching in the forever if and select paddle. Now part J, put a blue turn in the forever if. Now part K is change the 15 to 180 so it reads. Now part L is put a blue move 5 steps in the forever if. So students, this is how you can create a Pong game. So you can see the interface here. Now students, your script should look mostly like this. So our step 6 is create the paddle scripts to look like this. This allows the paddle to follow the mouse. Now step 7, click the green flag. Your game should work. So students, now you know how will you create a game in Scratch program. Here you can see the interfaces of the above steps. So students, this is it from this chapter. Now let's have a look at our key points. So first we have, one can choose a new sprite from a file and add several costumes for the sprite. Now second is, one can change the costume of sprite. And now third is, one can change the background color of the stage. So students, this is it from this chapter. Soon we are going to learn about many interesting chapters of computer. Till then, revise what we have learned today. Thank you.